to talk about my thoughts about globalization and the role China plays in globalization. If you are a supplier to GM today, these four priorities are very well known to you. If you are a supplier that wants to do business with GM and grow with GM, these are very critical to understand. It's rather simple. If you supply parts to GM, there are four things we look at. The first box is all about delivery of parts every day. And to give you a flavor, every day in GM globally, we receive 160,000 different part numbers. Or to say it in a different way, there are 160,000 opportunities for something to go wrong every day. The second box is about quality. We measure initial quality, we measure warranty and reliability. I'm proud to say today that over the last 12 months, we have received close to 200 million part numbers from China for our global operations with no issues. That means that we receive roughly 20 million parts every month with no issues. And I'm very thankful and very proud of our Chinese supply-based performance. However, we need to watch that very carefully because it could change. Third element is vehicle launches. Inside GM, globally, we launch roughly 25 new vehicles every year. That's roughly 2 a month. The fourth priority is around technical and commercial savings. And I typically say that the first three, between us and the supply base, we have common objectives. We want to have perfect delivery, we want to have perfect quality, and we want to have flawless launches. The fourth one is also a common objective. However, for us as buyers, we want to buy at the best cost. And our suppliers want to sell at the best price. So how do we run an organization like this? We have roughly 5,000 people in 40 countries around the globe that is running this organization day in and day out. I say my job is maybe the easiest one because I only have 3 roles. First, to provide the direction. Second, to give resources, either people or money. And third, follow up. If you talk to my team, they say that my largest strength is the third one, to follow up. And later I think you will understand why that's necessary in this organization. For me, I'm born and raised in Sweden. I worked in Germany 2 times, I worked in the US 2 times, and that's the reason for the flags on the org chart. If you look at the people working with me, for me, most of them have served in 2 countries outside their home country. There are only 4 that have not served outside the United States, and we know who they are, and we tell them every day that we're looking forward for them to serve in an outside country. How do we run the organization? We have what we call topside, and that's a regional focus. So the regional vice presidents, they are accountable for day-to-day operations, and they work with our regional presidents to make sure that we fulfill all our obligations on a daily basis. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Jim Bovensi. Jim is responsible for all of our activities in Asia Pacific. And for us, Asia Pacific starts in India and goes to China. Jim is located in Shanghai. North America is our easiest job. Therefore, I'm serving as the Vice President of North America myself. No kidding, North America is the most difficult one, and that's why I picked it myself. Secondly, on the left side, you have the people that have global responsibilities. They set the strategies. They make the decisions on suppliers. And they are responsible, accountable for our performance on all 4 priorities on a daily basis. I would like now to introduce Akhil Puri. Akhil Puri is responsible for all electrical parts globally. On top of that, he is responsible for our export business out of China. I have 2 other executives in the audience who are very important to you. First, Andreas Graffe. Andreas Graffe is the executive responsible for GM China and is responsible for purchasing activity. Second, Wade Sheffer. Wade Sheffer is our executive at SGM, that is our partnership with SIC. If you want to sell something today, you should talk to these 4 individuals. But I don't buy anything. So I think you understand our organization, and we run it very transparent. In the white boxes, you also see that people have additional responsibilities. And my belief is it's important to keep your best people busy all the time. And I gave you the example with Akhil, electrical plus China. You see, Ralph Finnefeld is responsible for HVAC plus Korea. And this is a theme that I think is very important. So the takeaway from this slide is we are a global organization. We have the most global team inside GM. And we have another 500 people that are working outside our home country for a couple of years to gain a better global understanding. And our most dynamic young leaders are today serving in China or India or Mexico, because we think that these 3 countries will be very important for the future. Many times I get the question to say, automotive is a rather tough business to be in. And as you know, and as you have read, in North America, we're going through a rapid restructuring. To some degree, you can say North America is the best market to sell cars and trucks in, assuming you don't produce them there. I would like to stress that. The United States is a firm believer in free trade. You only have 2.5% import duty if you bring in a vehicle from overseas. GM being 100 years next year, we have a lot of legacy costs. We have 1.1 million retirees that we pay health care and pension to every month. And I don't want to tell you the number, but it's a big number. It's a huge number. If you're not playing in the US, you don't have that cost. We have a lot of other things we need to improve in our North American operations. If you look at this chart, automotive globally today is a $1.3 trillion business. And it's the largest business that is selling products to consumers. The second thing you can see on this slide is that we have a growth of roughly 4% a year. So if you are in a business that is growing 4% a year, that's a great business to be in. My boss, Rick Wagner, is clearly focused on turning GM around. And one of the reasons we think this is a great business to be in is that it's a business that is growing. I will come back to this later.